Good morning, good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time you're watching, and of course we are back with another Unscripted Ramblings. I say we, it's just me. We are missing Aron, so let's try and get a bit of Aron. Wrong person, and again.
We are back! And it feels bloody good.
It feels good, baby! Ooh. Right, what are we going to talk about? Well, there's always a little video description, isn't there? So you probably already know, you little blighters, what you're up to, huh? But me and my pal, we've been... Sorry, mate, he's fragile. We've been doing a little bit of research, and we've been getting into the old conspiracies. Conspiracies. Now, you might be asking yourself, look boys...
Are we talking about conspiracies?
Yeah, what they might be saying, what is a conspiracy first? So, because we're kind, we're going to inform you on what a conspiracy is. So, judging by a Google, right? A conspiracy is a secret plan by a group or like a collective to do something wrong or unlawful, or it could be
The action of plotting or conspiring. No?
conspiring. Conspiracy.
Conspiring.
Conspiring.
3 weeks later.
Conspiring.
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 Right, fuck it.
Conspiring.
So, our first one we're going to cover is... Are you ready for it? And I did laugh. The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat.
Not that everything that we've been told ever is
So, yeah, so like as you're a kid, you're surrounded with all these ideas, so you get taught that you should eat with your mouth closed, so that's like that's what most people do. You get taught that you shouldn't walk on the road when there's a car coming, so you don't do that. But you also get told like the Earth is a globe, yeah? Like you go to school, don't you, and you have like the globes that spin, and you see videos and educational stuff or maps or pictures or anything like that, and they're all circular. You never get told it's flat, do you?
No.
But there is a small... Well, I don't even know if they're small. I would say they're quite large.
It's massive right now.
Yeah, there's like a collective of people called Flat Earthers.
Flat Earths.
Where's the water go?
It just falls off the edge, and then it really comes back because of the old gravity. Fuck Newton.
Fuck Newton. He's a bitch.
Who is Newton?
Who's Newton? He's the geezer with gravity, isn't he? Like,
yeah.
With the apple on the head. And...
Yeah. So basically, there's been some experiments done in the past 1700s. That early?
We could go with 1700, yeah?
We'll go with 1700. Basically, people think that if you stand in one point 6 miles away, you'll see... No, I fucked it up, I don't know. There was an experiment done. This bloke stood at one point and he had a microscope. 6 miles away there was a boat. His theory was that if he looked into the microscope, periscope, massive poroscope.
Massive something.
It was something anyway. Massive tubular. That he would be able to see the curvature of the Earth because he couldn't see the curvature. His theory that the Earth was flat.
So, you might be asking yourself, right, if the Earth's flat, what about the stars? You look in the sky and you can see them all, like...
Scattered.
And the theory for that is, we live in a snow globe, sort of type thing. So Earth here, and stars sit over the top in a little cage. I'll put in a picture so you can have a little look and you kind of understand what I'm on about there. But that's the sort of thing of that. But...
It's just weird.
I don't understand, like,
So
how can
weird.
you think that Earth... Like, there's so many things that would... I don't know.
There's so many
But then
points that...
Yeah, like another point is they're saying, like we may say when you go out in space, like I'm just popping down to shops on Mars, just gotta go get some Mars dust. You know what I mean? Need to go up there in a space shaft.
Never do that.
So,
Never say that again. We'll just pop to the shops to go get a Mars dust.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
yeah, we've got that.
I've come to talk with you again.
So a lot of people are saying, what about when astronauts go up into space? Well, they're saying all the photos and videos and stuff are all fake. So it's not the fact that they're covering up that the Earth's flat, so they're saying that we've got this globe Earth. The flat earthers believe that they're covering up the fact that they've never been to space.
Yeah, so every photo from space viewing the Earth is photoshopped, basically.
Yeah.
which is absolute honk.
Did you know how to use Photoshop in the 1800s, son?
Yes, I did.
What about the 1900s, son?
I think people have been stumped.
Exactly.
There's our conspiracy done. Oh.
But we have a more important subject to get to right now. It's kind of conspiracy-fied.
Conspiracy.
But it's more important than anything else. Now, I don't remember what episode it was in. It could have been number 1, it could have been number 2. I think it might have been number 1, but I'm probably lying.
Number 1.
I think it was 1. Don't know if you can remember or even if you care, but we said, how cool would it be
if we were sponsored by Desperados?
We did say that. It's never going to happen because no one knows who we are. I have like just over 100 subscribers and probably 50 of you give a fuck and 50 of you don't.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
But the time has come. I said, how good would it be to have our own beer tap of Desperado here. Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
Boys and girls.
Paedophiles, rapists. No, don't say that.
Okay, we don't say that. We'd like to represent what we have conjured up as dun 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 Cuda special effects.
It is finally happening. We have 5 litres of Desperado juice. It sounds nice. So, let's get myself a pint. We've got to tap it. This is going to go bad. But if you
go really bad.
You hold that bit. Is there any instructions?
Nope, that's not.
No instructions.
Do not puncture or incinerate. Why would you incinerate beer?
We have this and this. Oh, I think it worked. Despy keg.
Over his face. The end.
And
Looking everywhere.
We've got a glass. Lemon, before or after?
It's lime.
Lime, before or after?
Now.
Fresh pint, Despies. Go on, boy. I'll do the little tilt thing. We have a pint of foam.
You've never had so much head.
Stop. We'll just wait for that to settle. What the fuck is that? I'm sure we're doing something wrong here. Is that settling?
Well, I'll be settling.
That is a shit pint. Oh dear. So, it just so happens that our little dream come true. Cheers.
Feels good to be sponsored by Desperados.
Lovely.
You've just got moustache there, mate.
I know.
Right, let's get on with the video. So, conspiracy number 2.
Dos.
Doozer.
Wendy Williams.
This one's a bit of a weird one, and I don't want to offend people, but it's your choice to watch this. Be warned.
Ooh, you're hard.
The second one's a weird one, right? So there's this woman who's got a chat show in America, Wendy Williams. I'll show you a picture of her. She's on her show, and she's dressed up as the Statue of Liberty, and she faints. So you wouldn't normally think of anything about her, but there's this young girl also on YouTube herself. If I can find the link to her page, I'll put it in. And she starts to talk about how whenever there's a serious incident or something goes down like that, there's always something in the media that tries to take the limelight off it.
Every time there's a big shooting, terrorist attack, 9/11, something like that, some really famous people and some really shocking things happen to them while all the serious stuff goes on.
So in this respect, she fainted when the Manhattan shootings happened. My pint's now settled. So am I. Ouch! So she fainted when the Manhattan shootings happened, and it's said that this happened to kind of take the limelight off, because at that time the #1 trending thing on Twitter was her fainting.
Wendy Williams fainting.
Yeah, and how does something like that overtake the fact that a lot of people got shot by an evil terrorist? How can someone in the media just faint and take the limelight off this? And it's said that she faked it, and this is where the evidence is coming from, because when she passed out, her eyes didn't roll.
Eyes didn't roll back.
And if you was to see a video of someone actually fainting, they give it the old... Ow! That hurt. I forgot I got a story here. It's over that, or you're fucking really strong.
Well, the latter, obviously.
Oh, probably. But yeah, it was said that she passed out to try to take the light off what had happened in the media. And it's... a lot of stuff has been said about that. And... there was also something else, wasn't there, about who's the Jenner mum dad thing? You know, the...
Caitlyn Jenner. Is that right?
So there was also a story of this happening with one of the Kardashians as well. And I'm sure you're all aware of Caitlyn Jenner. Been in the news a lot. I won't say what for, because I don't want to offend anyone, but... you know, people get offended nowadays.
Yeah.
Don't they?
Easily.
It's not us being nasty, it's you getting offended.
Sensitive.
Sensitive.
Like a clit.
So, yeah, with the whole Caitlyn Jenner thing, when there was a lot of other shootings going on around the same time, that's when he came out as a she, and I feel like there's some valid points. If you were to read into this, there's some valid points of big topics happening and the sort of pop culture trying to take the main limelight off it, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like when, I think back in 2003, around that era, when the Iraq shootings, not the shootings, like the war was happening, Britney Spears decided to have an absolute mad one because President Bush was under scrutiny, and she decides to shave her head bald.
That's another one, yeah. Well, so we were doing some research, and like you say, when all that was happening, it said that she was sort of paid by President Bush to put on a show for the newspapers and the news to try and take the limelight off him. So when he was making poor decisions or whatever he was doing, like you say, she shaved her head or she went on a nutty rampage. And there's also a clip of her praising President Bush, isn't she, and saying that you should follow everything he does. So I'll also insert a clip of that as well.
Honestly, I think we should just trust our president in every decision that he makes, and we should just support that, you know, and be faithful in what happens.
Do you trust this president?
Yes, I do.
And for the youngsters out there who don't know who President Bush is, he's basically the same person as Trump. They're both mentally ill. Can we say that?
Well, that's your opinion. You can say whatever you want. Don't get offended by someone's opinion. You can get offended by facts if you want to, but not an opinion. Just getting that out there because I don't want people crying about shit.
You little clits.
We have time for one more conspiracy, I think.
What is it?
I don't know, honey. I don't know. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. Before we get on to the final thing we want to speak about, I'm just going to literally type in on Google, top 10 conspiracies, and I'm going to read out just the titles of them. First one that most people have probably heard of, a lot of people believe this one as well, don't they, is the September 11 bombings was an inside job. Now you make your own mind up on that. The moon landings were fake. Again, there's a lot of evidence to support this, and there's a lot of people debunked a lot of the things that people are saying that didn't happen, but it goes back to our flat earth theory where they're saying we never been to the moon, have we? You know, I don't think we have, but you do, don't you?
Yeah, of course we have been to the moon.
And that's good because we can now argue. No,
We've been to the fucking moon, right?
I don't think we have. I don't.
Why?
I just don't. There's a lot, like, if you look at the evidence of them landing on the moon, there's just a lot of bollocks. Also, another conspiracy is about the Illuminati. The big green triangle with the eye inside, the eye on the forehead.
I mean, there's actually been a lot of celebrities, like Jim Carrey.
Yeah. There's
some
like a lot of people making like triangles, symbols and stuff like that. Some big names off the top of my head, like you got Jay-Z and Beyonce, haven't you? Yeah. Miley Cyrus. Did you say Jim Carrey?
Yep.
Jim Carrey. So there's plenty of big names who have been accused of being in this Illuminati, which is meant to be like this massive organisation full of all the top government and big celebrities to try and mind control the world, really, isn't it? And
apparently they want to control, or they want to turn all of the world's governments into one big government.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Some other ones is Paul McCartney was killed and replaced by a lookalike. Next.
Apparently Michael Jackson's not dead.
Yeah. Elvis Presley, Jim Morrison, Tupac, and the host of other celebrities are still alive. This last one that's just showing up on the list leads us to the last one that we wanted to cover. A shape-shifting lizards.
It's like fucking chameleons.
Yeah, like, I don't believe this one at all. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous, but a lot of people do believe it. Again, but this world houses a lot of stupid people.
We're not even going to begin to fathom into why these people think the royal family are lizards.
Here's a little note I've literally just got up here. It says, the royal family are part of the secret blood-sucking alien lizards, people who run the country as well as the world.
They're said to drink human blood in order to look like humans.
Former US presidents George W. Bush, George Bush are both lizards. A secret
Cabal?
some word. A secret cabal called the Hidden Hand really run the world, according to a former TV presenter. And I also know President Barack Obama has been accused of being in this. And there's one new member, isn't there, to the blood-sucking lizard group. It's not us.
Mark Zuckerberg is also apparently a lizard.
But yeah, there's just thousands and thousands of these conspiracy theories, and like we were literally just sat there talking about it because I used to watch another YouTube channel that talks about these, and I found it quite interesting. They're all-time conspiracies, they're called. I'll link them in the description below. Some of them are absolutely laughable, aren't they? Like,
It's just ridiculous that people actually sit there and consider these theories to be absolutely real.
yeah. But we didn't make this video like just to make you laugh. We sort of wanted to make it to open your eyes into some of the most ridiculous things us humans make up in our brain.
Yeah.
So let's sign this off. It's not really any form to this video, so it's going to seem a bit like here, there and everywhere, but we just wanted to have a little chat about it, really, didn't we? Kind of tell you our views and stuff. So we'll give you a cheers of our foamy beer. We love it, don't we, mate? Anyway, from us, see you in the next one.
Ta-da!
Ta-da for now.
Fuck her right in the pussy!
This is great banter. It really is.